Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is blessed. Today, as you guys can see in the title, we're going to be talking about letting the dead bury the dead. This is a fresh word that came to me this morning, so I'm just going to get right into it. Luke 9 verse 59 says, and this is the King James Version. It says, "And he said unto another, Follow me. But he said, Lord, suffer me first to go and bury my father. Jesus said unto him, Let the dead bury their dead, but go thou and preach the kingdom of God. And another also said, Lord, I will follow thee, but let me first go bid them farewell which are at home at my house. And Jesus said unto him, No man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom." So yes, that is, like, of course it needs to be explained more if you're not understanding it, but in simple terms, if you're just taking it for what it is, work has to be done. So this is what I came up with. This is not going to be a long video. I'm going to just say, not what I came up with, what was said to me to say in the message, right? So, and I'm not talking about what's going on now. I don't care about it. I don't care anything about it, because Jesus said that in the last days, or in the that there will be wars and there will be rumors of wars and all that, and he says the end is not yet. But what I'm confused about is why everybody's worried about the end, but you're not promised tomorrow. Like, that got me all like confused, because I'm thinking everybody's like, oh, it's the end, it's the end. Okay, it's the end, but you're not promised tomorrow. So what are you really saying in that point? You feel me? Like, you should be trying to get your life right now. There's no other time but the present, because if you're waiting for like tomorrow or next week and knowing it's the end, it makes no sense to me. But so, all right, I'm not gonna say this, I'm just gonna say this now. Right now it's harvest time, right? And it's a separation time. It's time to pick a side, and it's time to stand on something. That's basically what's going on. And let me just read this. And what needs to be stood on right now is the truth. So it's not what your people say, what your pastors say, it's what God says. It's time to be in it or out of it, because this is not the end. It's the beginning of a new thing that only certain people can be a part of, because it's going to cause division. That's the whole point. All this harvest time, what's going on, people are like, oh, it's the end. It's the beginning, and it's the beginning of a real big separation that's going on. And if you can't handle the heat, you need to get out the kitchen. And that's just simple fact. Like, if you're gonna be in, you're gonna be in. Go let the dead bury the dead. Let the dead bury the dead. Don't put your the plow and go back. And no, you can't be doing that right now. This is not the time. People like the end. No, it's the beginning. And it's not the beginning of something what people will call beautiful. It's beautiful because right now I know I draw near. This is draw near time. This is get on my knees, say my words, stay focused, get closer to God. Everything going around does not bother me. I don't care. You know, I don't care. Just the world is just not my focus. Drawing near to God is my focus, right? So people, what's going on now is like, pick a side. People may not like you. They may lie on you. You know, they may mock you, but Jesus will have you. So what's going on in this time right now has nothing to do with what people are talking about, what trending topics are going on. It's a beginning of who's who and who's not, and that's just straight how it is. So let the dead bury the dead. If you're in, you're in. If you're out, you're out. Like, it's no, like, playing the fence at this time right now, because he's starting something new. He's cleaning house, he's doing all these different things, and everybody keeps talking about the end, but they're not talking about the beginning, and they're not talking about the harvest. So, and there are people talking about it, not like that, but I'm trying to say, like, we're in the end times, we're in the end times. Yes, we're in the end times, but Jesus said that this would happen. So these things are not necessarily coming from him. This isn't God like, yeah. No. There's other moves being made that we don't see in the spirit. And if you're not catching that, or you're so focused on what, you know, CNN and Fox News is saying, your lamp just might be without oil. You feel me? And listen, you don't want that, because oil is not just for when the bridegroom comes. They had oil throughout the night, through every time. Just because the bridegroom isn't here doesn't mean that you don't have oil in your lamp. You're supposed to have oil in your lamp regardless. Keep filling it up. When it gets, don't even let it get half full at this point. And if it is half full, fill it up. Fill it up. There was something else, but y'all gotta let the dead bury the dead. Just push. Yep. So that's all I have. But y'all, let the dead bury the dead. Pick a side, get in while in it. And if you're a baby Christian, just so y'all know, my videos may not be for you guys, because I'm speaking directly to people who can understand this. But you know, you're welcome to listen to it, and you're welcome to see what you could take from it, but it may not be for baby Christians and people who are starting out. So it may come up strong and people may be feeling condemned, but that's not the point. It's not for people who don't understand or are in that season right now. And if you are a baby Christian and you're trying to learn, definitely listen, but you don't have to condemn yourself with anything that is said by somebody who has been walking for longer. And then another thing too, though, if you're a baby Christian and you're like, well, this, that, and the third, and you putting out, you know, and you're saying things that you feel so sure of, you know, that's when you take stuff to God to pray and say, I heard this and that. You don't just, you know, like, if don't get mad or don't feel offended, just take it to God and pray. So that's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.